Mike, you got some information yesterday.
Oh, I'm pulling it up.
You got some information yesterday. So, Jared Holt.
So let me do this from
Sure.
my I will do this like chronologically.
Go for it.
So last night, I got a text message around 11:30 at night from a former notable associate of the show, somebody who was always in the chat, somebody who used to be a moderator around here. I don't think I really need to. I mean, we haven't kicked a lot of people out of our community, so it's not hard to guess. But this person, very prominent in those circles, wrote, and I quote, "You were always right about Cantwell, and I always agreed. I just couldn't say anything publicly, but now he just tried to sell us out to Jared Holt, and it backfired." Obviously, I was giddy. I was full of glee. I was very happy.
So yeah, Mike came downstairs and he had a fucking shit-eating grin. I go, what's going on?
I had to verify some stuff.
Yeah.
It took a little while. I wrote back to this person just so I can be full disclosure. I wrote, "Yeah, none of the people can ever agree with what I say publicly. I guess it just sort of comes with the territory of being a Jew, huh?" And they wrote, "You know what the funniest and most ironic part of all this is that I was never a white nationalist, and I turned out to be a better white nationalist than every single one of you." So, ladies and gentlemen, apparently Christopher Cantwell, we were talking about market share earlier. Well, Christopher Cantwell is not happy with certain YouTubers cutting in on his market share. Because, again,
Now, who are these YouTubers?
you fucking retards, you purity spiraling assholes, you people that tell me that Mike Enoch isn't Jewish and all this TRS retardation. Do you see it now? Mm-hmm. The same shit I've been telling you for a year and a half. It's all market share. You're being marketed to. These guys make money off of you, and they convince you to go to rallies, get yourself arrested, and then when you rot in jail, they don't even so much as visit. I tried to tell you retards this. Well, Cantwell, I think, was going after the heel turn guys, possibly also the Vanguard streaming guys, which is basically diet heel turn. Mm-hmm. And he wrote that email that I sent you. Not the email, but the tweet that Jared Holt tweeted out, basically saying the title of the email was like, "Fucking with some Nazis." Chris Cantwell wrote this email to Jared Holt of Right Wing Watch. "Hey, you want to fuck with some Nazis?" And then he basically said, "There are some people on YouTube causing me a lot of trouble. You want to go after them? They're making a lot of money in super chats and all this other stuff." And basically Jared Holt more or less was like, "Yeah, I mean, yeah, we know they exist. Do you have anything on them? Anything good? Or you just being a faggot?" So I guess, Chris Cantwell blatantly, and he's confirmed he sent the emails. He already confirmed this. So this is a real thing. So Chris Cantwell, the snitch, the guy we wrote a year ago, actually 11 months ago to the day, we had an article on RevengeOfTheSys.com. Cantwell working with the feds. "You guys are divisive. You guys are just hurting the movement." 3 days later, New York Daily News. Chris Cantwell makes a deal with the feds. Then Chris Cantwell's people tell me, well, Cantwell handed over his body camera footage from that event to the feds. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, he wasn't hanging. He was like, "Oh, I'm going to get an Antifa." Well, you weren't hanging out with Antifa all weekend. You were bringing body cameras, hanging out with white nationalists. What happens? A few months later, maybe it's unrelated, maybe it's not. Suddenly, the DA has enough evidence and the U.S. attorney to arrest guys from the Rise Above movement. Weird. They didn't have enough evidence before Cantwell flipped and started working with the feds. Cantwell flips and works with the feds. Suddenly, the Rise Above kids are in jail now. And now he blatantly admits that he is that he's working with anyone he can. HuffPo. He's basically gone full retard. Basically, if you're my enemy, and I'll do anything I can to take you down. So he's selling people out to the left.
Yeah. So he sent the email to Jared Holt. Jared Glory Holt posted the email on his Twitter. Just I put it up so you guys could see it. And then Jared Holt also wrote back, his reply. So he has been working with when you think of the white nationalist movement, you would think that one of their arch enemies would be Right Wing Watch, correct? That would be one of their bigger people that goes against them. So why would you try to use Jared Holt not only to deplatform your critics, but then all you're doing is giving people like Jared Holt more power? You stupid fucking moron.
Yeah, why didn't you go to somebody else, at least? Somebody worth a shit.
Defend Cantwell. Seriously, I want you guys, because every time we talk about defend him now, defend this now. Has Cantwell said anything about this? Has he commented anything about this?
I was just pulling that up, and I was trying to reply to him, but I'm going to tweet this out. Well, let me send it to you first. I just got a notification from Gab.
Okay.
Because I just tried to comment on Chris Cantwell's thing, but I guess he blocked me after the Ricky Vaughn dox.
The recent unpleasantness.
Well, like a year ago, he doxed, or a couple months ago, he doxed Ricky Vaughn.
I remember that. We talked about it on the show. Yeah.
And him and Paul Nalen, basically gave all of his information to the Huffington Post. So I photoshopped, I had Christopher Cantwell's nudes, because this movement has no loyalty. And I photoshopped Paul Nalen's head over Christopher Cantwell jerking off. And then I put the Huffington Post logo on the thing, and I tweeted that to him on Gab. And
that's not nice.
I was like, hey, congratulations on your new job at HuffPo. I just was notified, according to Gab, Cantwell has chosen not to associate with you, so you can no longer comment on his posts. Because I was just about to, he posted the Jared Holt tweet on Gab and then wrote, before anyone asks, yes, I actually did send this email. If these guys want to destroy my business, I will destroy them.
He's doubling down?
Yeah.
What?
This was 18 hours ago, yeah. I love that these people will still follow. This is more proof that e-celebs are just bullshit. You'll follow whoever.
Oh.
At this point, I'm I have very low standards of behavior to live up to. Because if Cantwell, Owen, Crowder, and all these other people are any indicator, we just do whatever we want, right? And these people will just go, no, they're fucking patriots. So I wrote, and I can't get it to send, I wrote, snitch, bitch. Been calling that shit for a year. Thanks for validating me, you fucking snitch. But I can't respond. He doesn't have a lot of responses on this post because...
He's probably blocking a lot of people?
I think a lot of people can't comment because he just blocks anybody of note. So you're already in an echo chamber, Chris. You fucking meth head from Stony Brook.
Do you understand? This would be the equivalent if we use the SPLC to take down Owen Benjamin. You know what I mean? This would be that equivalent. It's so scummy. It's so shitty. This is, by the way, to be fair, we were calling out the lunacy of this years ago when everybody was saying we were assholes, we were How many times were we called crypto Jews?
Oh, and by the way, to the other people, the people that texted me, the person that texted me that I know a lot of you already know who I'm talking about, that whole crew, a certain pagan LARPer lawyer, and a certain crew of edgy goys on YouTube, you can go fuck yourselves too. Don't come crawling back around to us now and going, man, he really fucked us over. Well, too fucking bad, ain't it? You're not welcome back over here. So because now what's going to happen is now Jared Holt has your fucking number. So now somebody's still going to write an article about this entire embarrassing affair. And then the follow-up question is going to be, who were those other channels they were talking about? And why haven't they been taken down off of YouTube?
Yep.
So, fuck Cantwell. Fuck you. Fuck all of you. You all did this to yourselves. And for a year, I have publicly and privately tried to counsel all of you on these matters. Talking to you, Samaria.
Remember
I'm talking to you, Augustus. Talking to other ones who I won't name because they're not as prominent. I have tried to tell you these things. Sure, I may not be the greatest Aryan eco-fascist Hitler wet dream.
Oh, don't sell yourself short.
But I've actually left the trailer park, unlike a lot of you. I know how people work. I know how people's minds operate. I can, God damn it, if there's one thing I'm good at is I could just watch a person and go, this guy's gonna fucking go home and kill his wife like in 2 days. Like I'm usually good at going, this guy's got something going on. I tried to warn you about Cantwell. Tried to warn you about getting into bed with the Vanguard streaming and the Goy Talk and all these guys. No offense to those guys. But I told them the other day, your American Legal Defense Fund is now becoming the American LARPer fucking Nazi Defense Fund. Because the only people promoting it are fucking the gas station and Goy Talk. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, you're not going to get on Rush Limbaugh defending right-wingers. You can't even get on Gavin McInnes if you're going to associate with those people. You're all dragging each other down, and I fucking thank you. Thank you. If you're watching this, Invictus, from the bottom of my heart, disavowing us was the greatest gift you've ever given me. You literally threw a fucking 20-pound weight around your neck and then cut the string connecting any of you people to us.